Hi friends, a very warm welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to see a new story titled Shreyansh and Akhtar, published in the Champak magazine. So let's move towards the story. Shreyansh looked at his parents who were staring out of the train window. He was bored, so he signaled a boy sitting opposite to him. He wanted to ask him something, but the boy did not respond. After a while, Shreyansh looked at the boy's family. His parents were signaling the boy to remain quiet, and the boy did exactly as they said. However, Shreyansh was up to some mischief. He looked at the boy again and winked, but the boy still didn't react. Shreyansh took off his slipper by his foot and kicked it towards the boy to get his attention. The slipper hit the boy's foot and went under the seat. The boy now looked at Shreyansh, who winked at him again, but the other boy remained silent. His sister was staring at Shreyansh, who pretended to stretch his legs and then slyly nudged the boy's leg. "Ouch!" cried the boy. The boy's parents looked at him. His sister asked him, "What's wrong, Akhtar?" "Nothing, Didi," and Akhtar kept quiet. Something was going on in his mind too. He quickly turned away and looked into his small bag. He put his hand inside and pulled something out. He threw it at Shreyansh and shouted, "Oh, a snake! Where?" asked Shreyansh's parents and lifted their legs. Shreyansh was not prepared for this. The snake had hit his leg and had fallen onto the ground. He looked at the slimy snake and screamed, "Ah!" he cried and lifted his legs up quickly. He shrieked loudly as his legs were stuck in something under the seat. Scared, he forced his legs out and jumped onto the seat. He saw the snake below that wasn't moving. "A snake!" cried his parents. They too had spotted it. Akhtar's father noticed Shreyansh's leg. It was bleeding because he forcibly pulled it out. He quickly rose to his feet, took his handkerchief out, pressed it on Shreyansh's leg, and wrapped it around his wound. Shreyansh's mom cried, "Did the snake bite you?" "Don't worry, it's a fake snake," said Akhtar's dad. Then he scolded Akhtar, "You have played this prank again and caused so much trouble. Are you happy now?" He looked sternly at Akhtar, who lowered his head. He did not tell his dad that it was Shreyansh who was being mischievous first. Akhtar's father looked at his wife and said, "We should stop buying such toys." Akhtar quietly picked up the toy snake and put it in his bag. Shreyansh too sat quietly now, but he wanted to teach Akhtar a lesson. He was trying to think about the perfect prank. Akhtar and Shreyansh sat quietly for a while. Sometime later, Akhtar told his father that he wanted to go to the toilet, but his father refused to let him go. "Sit down quietly. You are surely up to something." "No, I really have to go," said Akhtar. His dad finally agreed, but he was worried about that Akhtar was up to some mischief. Shaheen, Akhtar's older sister, accompanied him. Akhtar left the seat immediately. On his way, he looked at Shreyansh and waved. Shreyansh was quiet until now. Suddenly an idea struck him. He rose to his feet and said, "Mom, I must go to the bathroom." Go, go with her," she said, looking at Shaheen. "All right," he said and followed Shaheen. Akhtar was in front, Shaheen was behind him, and Shreyansh was behind her. Akhtar went to the toilet first. Then it was Shreyansh's turn. He was just looking for an opportunity to execute his idea and teach Akhtar a lesson. When Shreyansh came out of the toilet, Shaheen and Akhtar waited for him. "Let's go," said Shaheen. Shreyansh nodded. Now Shaheen led Akhtar and Shreyansh back to the compartment. Shaheen was holding Akhtar's hand and Shreyansh was walking behind Akhtar. He took a big step and put his big leg between Akhtar, who tripped and fell. This happened near one of the doors, which was open. Akhtar fell very close to it, but one passenger grabbed his hand and broke the fall. "What are you doing?" he said quickly. Pulled Akhtar inside the train, away from the door. Right then, a speeding train passed by on the next track. Shreyansh, Akhtar and Shaheen were all scared. The passenger said, "If I hadn't pulled him, he would have fallen on the tracks. Whose child is this?" Akhtar's and Shreyansh's parents rushed to the scene. Akhtar was shaking with terror. The passenger said, "Take care of your child. He would have fallen off the train." They were all shocked. Shreyansh was scared too. It was his mistake. He looked at Akhtar, who was also very scared. Shreyansh realized his mistake. He had caused Akhtar to the trip, which was why he fell. If the passenger had not caught him, he would have fallen onto the tracks. He remembered the speeding train that passed soon after. His eyes welled up. He went to Akhtar's parents and confessed, "Please forgive me. He fell because I caused him to trip." Akhtar's parents smiled at him forgivingly as he had the courage to confess. Akhtar had also pulled himself together. He said, "Don't worry about it. Friends do push each other around," and extended his hand. Shreyansh was ashamed of himself, but he lovingly shook hands with Akhtar. The parents were pleased to see them become friends. So this was the story published in the Champak magazine. So till I come back with a new video and a new story and a new episode, till then, stay safe and take care. This is your Chanda Mama signing off.